Hello, everybody. Welcome into Sneaky Peek Day 2 for the My Creative Time 143rd edition release. I am so excited to share with you the products that we're showcasing today for Sneaky Peeks. The first one is the Fairy Die Stamps, Fairy Die and Stamps, okay? And all of the pieces for the fairy are here. Emma has a video on her channel that's going to show you exactly how to put this together. I have the pieces in order in the way that I glued them down. I did not use the boots, which are actually upside down in here, or the additional leaves when I was putting mine together. I kept it fairly simple. These are in the order in which I glued them down on my tag. Or on my little fairies. And then this is the stamp set. It has May All Your Wishes Come True, Fairy Mail, Magical Wishes with Fairy Kisses, Fairy Wishes, Make a Wish, Sending Love, Believe in Magic, Have a Magical Day, Believe in Yourself, and Thanks Very Much. So wonderful set. I think this is probably my very favorite thing in the whole release, but it's hard to say that because I like everything. Then we have the Scene Builder dies, and these help you do a ton of different things. There are stones in here. There are little pieces of grass or greenery, and then there are two bigger leaves. And I had so many ideas for all these different things, including using these when you do the giant ginger strawberry topper, the hat topper on the giant ginger. And I did that in the release. Was it last month or the month before, you guys? Either way, I think these would come in handy to put on the ginger when you do the strawberry ginger. And you could use these as like little leaf wings and turn it into a ginger fairy. So I haven't tried that yet. I just ran out of time, you guys. It's almost 2 in the morning and I gotta stop sometime, right? This is the Flower Pot House Add-ons, and this set coordinates with the wonderful Flower Pot dies, okay? These were released in May. We're now in June, and you're getting the add-on, and this creates the most adorable little house on top of the pot. So just adorable. It has 3 pieces, which I feel can be used in a lot of different ways, not just for the house. And I'll show you that as I show you my cards. This is the topper piece for the house. These are the windows, and these are the little sashes that go in the windows. And then there's a door down here, and you can see I have a window cut out in there, and then a little mailbox. Okay, so just a wonderful set. And again, it coordinates with that flower pot die set. So these are the 3 new sets that we are showcasing today. Now, in addition to these new sets, I also used MCTD439, which is the cloud dies. I used the mushroom dies and stamps, which were released in April. Oh my gosh, I love this set. And I created a different type of mushroom using the base from this mushroom. I also used the doors on some of what I'm going to show you. I think what's wonderful is that these, the Flower Pot add-on, the Scene Builder dies, and the mushrooms, all of this all works together really well. So just keep that in mind. This is a great die set to have in coordination with the other ones. I used some of this piece right here from the Plant Stakes dies. I used the Strawberry Flower Dies plate. I used MCTD297, the tall floating edge dies. If you don't have these, you can create grass or snow with this, as well as clouds or puffy snow, whatever you want to do with them. But these are really versatile. I used those. I used the rectangle stitch dies. I used the Pretty Scallop Circle dies, the smallest one, to create a sun. I used the 3.7 by 4.75 card die layers and the add-ons, which we showcased yesterday. And I have both pieces in here, just stuck in this packet right now. But you remember we showed you all those 12 dies that came that come together in the Sneak Peeks Day 1. So it coordinates with this original card die set. And then for papers, I use the Pretty Watercolors paper pad, the Spring 2024 paper pad, lots of paper pads, you guys. The Fun Valentine paper pad, the Bees and Butterflies paper pad, the Coffee Break paper pad, the Fun Birthday paper pad, I used the eyelets, ginghams, and solid, and then I also used the spring gingers. And I had to pull just a lot of different papers to create my cards. I really pulled a lot of different things out as I was pulling these together. So let me put all this aside and we'll dive into the cards, okay? So these are the new die sets. I'll set those over there. And here is the first card, okay? And this is using that beautiful flower pot add-on die set. And you can see how it creates this cute little house. And I kept mine really simple. I used the door from the mushroom set because it's a little bit taller door, and I wanted the fairy to sort of coordinate with the house. And so I used the taller door just for fun. And the fairy, I did use some vellum to create her wings. And I love how she turns out. She is so much fun to make. I could have just made 100 of those. They're really easy to put together, and I just really had fun with it, and I kept it simple. And I did color with Copic markers and then use a black, one of my little, what are these called? Micron. I used a micron pen to do her eyes, and then a white dot with a gel pen. Okay, and it says magical wishes with fairy kisses, and that of course is one of the sentiments from that sentiment set. And I just popped everything up on Pop-Tots, made a lot of layers. You can see the little stones and the greeneries from the little set that's called, what is it called? Oh my goodness, it's called Scene Builder Dies. So the scene builders include these little stones. It includes the greenery here and these little grass pieces. I love how these grass pieces curve. So they can curve to the door, they can curve to the windows. And I love how that looks, like little window flower boxes or something. So I did add some little clouds just to kind of create 3 up here. And I just think these turn out so cute. These are so much fun to make. And you can see the little topper that goes at the top of this. And I just had so much fun doing these. Inside it says, may all your wishes come true. Just a very, very simple card, and so much fun to put together using the flower pot and then the flower pot add-on. So that was my first card. And then I did, when the first time I saw, I don't know if you guys noticed it, but when I first saw this die, the first thing I thought of was tulips. And looking at it in this direction versus in this direction. So I decided to just play around with a tulip, and I layered this up to create a tulip and just cut some leaves. So that's definitely something you could play around with. You know, this is like a slimline card. So I definitely think you can do tulips with it. So I just wanted to show you that as an idea. But the other idea I had was that the fairy would be floating in the water, sitting in the tulip cup. And the tulip cup is landed in the stream or the little creek, and she's floating inside the tulip cup. And I was trying to come up with a spoon or something that was long enough to use as an oar, but it just didn't look right. So I left that off. She's just sitting in the tulip cup, floating down in the water. And you can see how I use those long cloud edge dies to create some clouds. And then I use the pretty scallop circle dies for the sunshine. And it says, have a magical day. And I didn't stamp anything on the inside yet. And then on the back, I just have one of my little Greenwood Girl cards, stickers. This is probably my favorite card. I just think it's so cute. And totally what a fairy would be doing. She would be floating around in a tulip cup. So I just thought that was a lot of fun. And then the last card that I'm going to share with you shows how you can take these same pieces for the house die and use them on the mushroom and get a different look with your mushroom. And I decided to create one of the mushrooms that we have here in the Pacific Northwest. And I used the little heart paper to make my dotted mushroom. And they're one of my favorite mushrooms to spy when I'm out hiking at a lake near our home. And the little fairy has the fairy mail. She's carrying it over here to put it in the mailbox. And I just love how this little card turned out, and it says, sending love. So it's got sending love, and it's just another way that you can use these same pieces, but use them with the mushroom die set. So I love how the little fairy turned out on this one too. These fairies are so much fun to make. And I just had so much fun. Now, this card, I haven't finished the inside or the back yet. I decided that it's 2 in the morning and I need to quit. So those are my 3 cards. I hope you guys love this Sneaky Peek Day 2. These fairies are absolutely so much fun to make and so adorable. And I think there is just so much that you can do with them. And I love how Emma's products all coordinate together. You can mix and match layering pieces and the different dies that she has and come up with all sorts of ways to use them. I had so many sketches in my sketchbook of things I wanted to try. I think she would look really cute in front of the gingerbread house. I wanted to do her as a strawberry girl and put her in front of a little strawberry house, which I think my friend Christine was the one who made a strawberry house during the May release. One of the designers, what is it? Shabby Pink House. If you aren't familiar, I'm sure you all are. But I thought this little red fairy would look so cute in a strawberry house, and that was my original plan. But then I realized too that I could put it on the mushroom base. So there's just so many different things you could come up with, and I'm sure the design team is going to have so many wonderful ideas, and I cannot wait to see what everybody does. The other idea I had too is if you wanted to, you could cut her hair short and have different types of hairstyles by trimming the hair. And then you could get different looks and maybe put 3 different fairies on a single card or something. But anyway, I could go all night and tell you all sorts of other ideas, but hopefully I'll be able to execute some more ideas before the end of the release. And I thank you guys for tuning in today. Thanks for all your lovely comments on my video yesterday. And I look forward to sharing tomorrow's sneak peeks also for Thursday before our Friday release at 8 a.m. So be sure you hop around to all the design team channels and, of course, Emma's beautiful channel for My Creative Time. And Emma does such a wonderful job of showing how to put die sets together and going through all the pieces with you. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little sneak peek today. I look forward to hearing what you think and maybe telling me which one of your cards is your favorite or what your favorite product is that we've showcased so far. So I want to thank you all for tuning in, and I look forward not only to hearing what you think, but also just looking forward to seeing what you purchase and then in turn what you make. I'm always so excited when you guys get the products in your hands and you start creating cards and sharing them on social media. It's so much fun to see what you guys do and what ideas you come up with. So everybody, thanks for watching today, and I will be back tomorrow with our 3rd day of sneak peeks. And of course, I'll also be here on Friday with our release day recap. Okay, bye now. Everybody have a wonderful day.